Alright, so we're going to review some one-step equations. We're going to do a lot of, well, basically an example of each different type. So let's add x plus 3 equals 5, let's say. Well, remember, for a lot of you guys, what I told you is where you have your equal sign, just go ahead and put your line, because if you do something on one side, you have to do it on the other. So our x happens to be on the left-hand side. To get it by itself, I have to get rid of plus 3, so I'm going to have to minus 3 to both sides. Those two would cancel. So I get 5 minus 3, which is 2. If I have a subtraction, maybe something like x minus 4 equals, let's say, negative 7. Alright, same kind of idea. My dashed line through the equal sign. My x again is on my left side, so to get x by itself I have to get rid of the minus 4, so I have to add 4 to both sides. The minus 4 and plus 4 would cancel, so I get x equals, and we have negative 7 plus 4, which is a negative 3. Alright, so I'm going to clear the screen and we're going to look at a couple other one-step equations. Alright, this is one that a few of you guys had a little more trouble with. X minus, let's say, negative 5 equals negative 2. Alright, so with something like this, again, the only reason they have the parentheses in there is because there's a minus and another negative. They want to make sure that you notice they're two separate things, not one continuous line. And whenever you see an x and every time you see a minus and a negative sign right behind it, that actually changes to a plus sign. So this right here is technically gone. It becomes a plus. And we have our 5 equals negative 2. So anytime you see a minus and a negative, it just changes to plus. Now we'll just solve our equation like we did before. Solve for x, I have to get rid of plus 5, so I have to minus 5 to both sides. Those cancel. Negative 2 minus 5 is a negative 7. We can have x on the other side, so let's say we have negative 4 equals x minus 3. Okay, so same idea. This time my x is on the right side. So to get x by itself, I have to get rid of the minus 3. So I'm going to add 3 to both sides. Those would cancel. And remember, even if my x is on the right-hand side, once I'm finished my equation or my x is by itself, I always move it to the left. And negative 4 minus 3 is a negative 1. Alright, so let's look at some multiplication and division one step. So I'll clear the screen. Let's say I have 2x equals, I don't know, 12. Let's say I have negative 3x equals negative 9. So we'll look at those first. Alright, so both of these, anytime that you have a number right next to a variable, it's implied that it's multiplication. So technically it's kind of like multiplying the 2 and x and the negative 3 times the x. So if you need to put that dot in there to help you, by all means. So in this first one, my x is on the left side, so to get x by itself I have to get rid of times 2. So to get rid of times 2, we just divide by 2 to both sides. Those cancel. 12 divided by 2 will give me a 6. Alright, even if it's a negative number in front of x, you're still going to do the same kind of thing. So to solve for x, I have to get rid of times negative 3. So to get rid of times negative 3, I have to divide by negative 3 to both sides. Those would cancel. And negative 9 divided by negative 3 is a positive 3, because negative divided by negative is a positive. Alright, we're going to clear the screen and look at some of the division ones. Let's say x over negative 4 equals 2. And let's say x over 3 equals negative 4. Okay, so for both of these, the x happens to be on the left-hand side. So to solve for x, I have to, in this first one, I have to get rid of division by negative 4. So to get rid of a division by negative 4, we have to multiply by negative 4 to both sides. Okay, so we'll multiply by negative 4 to this side. On this left side, negative times the negative 4 and division by negative 4 cancel. And on this side, I have 2 times negative 4, which is negative 8. Alright, on this one on the right, x divided by 3 equals negative 4. So to solve for x, I have to get rid of the division by 3. So to get rid of division by 3, we multiply both sides by 3. The times 3 and the division by 3 cancel. So we get negative 4 times 3, which is negative